which is probably the
Dodger
one that I hate
Dare.
the most. Sad because it has the best animation. It starts with our protagonist taking a picture of him and his friend, who obviously has a crush on him, and placing the head of someone he has a crush on over hers. And I hate him already. He ends up accidentally asking his crush out and decides that he isn't cool enough to date her. He goes to his magic photocopier machine and makes a few copies of himself, to varying degrees of failure, until he finally gets one right. Hey, it's like that episode of Family Matters. And
Family Matters, the sitcom?
Except terrible.
Gravity
Dodger
Falls?
treats the other clones like crap, and I hate him even more. He has the cool one go on the date. The other clones decide that they don't care if they're freaks. They want in on Dodger's crush too. Speaking of which, the cool clone doesn't want to give her up. So Dodger gets him wet and he washes down the drain. Let's ignore the ethical morality of this stuff because I'm getting tired. The date, right after saying that she didn't want Dodger to change in the slightest, starts going out with the other clones. This scene takes up the majority of the episode. Then Dodger's date gets drenched with a bucket of water that was never set up, and he ends up getting a crush on another girl, who doesn't have a crush on him. Fan-fucking-tastic. Finally, flip-flopped. This is the one that I'm most disappointed in, because it has the best idea out of all of them. But they went and blew it all sky high. The main theme of this episode is that adults are kids, and kids are adults. That's pretty cool, but instead of doing what Kids Next Door would do, they do...
Codename Kids Next Door.
The kids act exactly like adults, and the adults act exactly like kids. I'll show you what I mean. The mom gets it with a toy, and the son, Duke, was playing with it. And then the mom threatens to give them a timeout. Now, if the show gave kids merely the role of adults and vice versa, that would be interesting, and possibly even funny. Instead, if I didn't know any better, I'd say that this is an absurdly cliche story with an animation error that they decided to roll with. The parents have an invitation to go to a party.
You know, Pokemon anime episodes and movies sometimes have animation errors.
Oh god, this is going to get confusing. Asked to be left home alone when Duke starts sucking.
Home Alone?
Am I supposed to find
I love that
funny,
movie.
cute, or
One of my
creepy?
favorite Christmas
I don't really know.
movies ever.
It's just confusing, especially when you start thinking of the logistics of this world. Trust me, there are some questions you don't want to ask about this show. Mommy, where do babies come from? The parents give us some simple questions that are
You're
once again
gonna have to
completely
wait
realistic.
till you're older, little boy.
I got my convertible. They say I'm having a midlife crisis. But you know what? I don't care what anyone thinks. I like having the top-down wind on my face and the power in the palm of my hands.
Oh my god, how could they not make this work? It's another example of an episode that has a fantastic idea, and thinking that it excuses it from telling an interesting story. And it's the worst offender. The concept is great. In fact, I really think that someone should roll with this again. Just keep the kids as kids, and adults as adults. Just flip their roles. That would make an awesome
Reverse
cartoon.
roles.
Anyway, the parents think that their kids are doing dangerous things, and go home to check up on them, without telling each other, in separate means of transportation. A squirrel bangs on a trash can, and the kids, adults, think that it's a burglar. This means that we get some Home Alone crap. The father comes home and gets attacked by the traps, and ends up in a gorilla suit. You know that this might have been
Home
funny if
Alone
they weren't
style.
actually pelting down on a child. The kids call the police, and the mother punches the father. By the way, if she was in the car, how did he get to the house first? Either way, they both get arrested for being concerned about their kids, adults. And that was all of Shorty McShorts shorts. As a whole, it was a waste of time, filled with skits that had bare-bones plots and bare-bones animations. It had unlikable characters, it had stupid concepts, it had stupid ideas. It also had some good ideas that it chose to do nothing with. Seriously, someone turned too many robots and flip-flopped into actual series with just a little bit of retooling. Shorty McShorts shorts lasted only a year, and I'm surprised that it actually lasted that long. Though because it aired between shows, people seem to barely remember it. For a good reason. Not that it was the worst show ever, but it reeks of laziness. How hard is it to put good animation into 5 minutes? Or how hard is it to keep someone's attention while you are sparing them from commercials? And yes, I'm bitter that they never did anything interesting with too many robots or flip-flopped, and you should be too. That's probably what hurts the most. The Splinter, Fresh Air, they could have never worked, ever. But not only were some of these really good ideas, they were great. Nothing is sadder than wasted potential.
Worthless by the Brave Little Toaster. One of my favorite songs. Besides The City of Life and B-Movie Show and the shorts from Best to Worst. Too Many Robots was the best. And 3 Flip Flop and Dudley and Esther Do Nothing. Oh, sorry. That was an ad. I gotta say, that has gotta be one of the most funniest reviews I have ever seen. And sure, Sure, that Two Betty Robots and Flip Flop was supposed to be a good idea for a series, but it's too bad the show didn't last long. It was basically one of the disappointments that Disney ever made. That was my reaction to the animated Atrocities 55, Shorty McShorts shorts by the mysterious Mr. Enner. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like me to react to more animation reviews like this, comment down below. Also, another reminder, if you want me to watch and react to an entire anime TV series called Pokemon, please comment down below. Also, if you like my reaction to this video, click a thumbs up, give this video a like, share, subscribe, and don't forget to click on the bell for notification. Ponylover1989 signing off.